Good day everyone. We are going to report about freshwater ecosystem. So, freshwater ecosystem have low salt content making suitable environment for various plants and animals. So, freshwater ecosystem have three types of. So first is low-tech ecosystem, second is lentic ecosystem. What is lentic ecosystem? Lentic ecosystem are those whose water is still or stable and are made up of ponds, marshes, ditches, lakes, and swamps. This ecosystem range in size from very small ponds or pools that may be temporary to large lakes. As what you see, this is a kind of example of lentic zone, that it have stable water or not flowing water. So lentic zone have three zones. First is the littoral zone. Littoral zone is the shallow area near the shore of a lake or ocean where sunlight penetrates to the bottom, supporting plant and animal life. Second is the limnitic zone. It's the open of water area of a lake or pond where sunlight penetrates but does not reach the bottom or the deep part, supporting primarily planktonic organisms. Lastly, or the third, the profundal zone is the deep or dark area of a lake or ocean where sunlight does not penetrate and organisms rely on organic matter sinking from above or chemosynthesis for energy. Each of these zones plays a vital role in aquatic ecosystem. These layers vary in depth and characteristics depending on factors such as the size and depth of the body of water, nutrients levels, and other environmental conditions. In a lentic ecosystem, stratification refers to the layering of water based on temperature and density, typically occurring in lakes during warmer months. The stratification layers are epithelium or warm water, the uppermost and warmer layer of water which is well mixed by wind and sunlight. This layer receives sunlight and supports abundant plant and animal life. The second layer or the middle part is the metallimion or thermocline, is a transitional layer characterized by a rapid decrease in temperature with increasing depth. It acts as a barrier preventing mixing between the epithelium and hypolimnion. The third layer is hypolimnion, the colder, denser, and deeper layer of water that remains relatively undisturbed. It is isolated from surface influences and typically lacks oxygen. Decomposition processes occur here, and organisms adapted to low oxygen levels inhabit this layer.
Low-tech ecosystem. Low-tech ecosystems are characterized by flowing waters. Examples include rivers, streams, brooks, and springs. Here the oxygen level is higher due to the continually moving waters of the current and the water is clearer. The flow of the water is different depending on the area of a river or stream. It is an example of low-tech ecosystem. We will go to freshwater wetlands. It is defined as an area covered by shallow freshwater for at least part of the annual cycle. Accordingly, wetland soils are saturated with water continually or part of the year. The key factor that determines the productivity and species composition of the wetland community is the hydro period. Three types of wetlands. The first one is river wetlands, located in low-lying depression and floodplains associated with rivers. The bottomland hardwood forests on the flood plains of large rivers are among the most productive of natural ecosystems. Second is lacustrine wetlands, associated with lakes, ponds, or down river channels. They are periodically flooded when these deeper bodies of water overflow. The third one is palustrine wetlands. Include marshes, bogs, fens, wet prairies, occur in depression not directly connected with lakes or rivers. Fens are slightly acidic, bogs are very acidic as they contain peat. Freshwater wetlands. Rice culture is one of the most productive and dependable of agricultural systems yet devised by humans. It is a freshwater marsh ecosystem. The flooding, draining, and careful rebuilding of the rice paddy each year of the rice plant. The flooding process is similar to the high period, duration, frequency, and depth of natural wetlands. We will now go to forested wetlands. Swamp and floodplains occur in river bottoms, often intermixed with marshes, especially where large rivers cross coastal plains. They are also found in large depressions, lime sinks, and other low-lying areas that are flooded at least some of the time. As with marshes, hydrology plays a major role in determining species composition and productivity. Balsarpris and water tupelo. The nests of balsarpris trees conduct air from atmosphere to roots when a swamp is flooded and the water logged sediments contain little or few oxygen. The greatest productivity occurs where the soil surface is flooded in winter or spring and is relatively dry during most of the growing season. Freshwater ecosystems are a very important part of our Earth ecosystem as they provide the water for various purposes and use. They also help the domesticated and terrestrial ecosystem to survive and keep kind of ecosystem alive in nature. Ecosystem of freshwater are very less on our Earth. They just occupy 1% total water present on Earth, which supports the more than 7 billion human population and thousands of species present on our Earth. So, it is important to keep freshwater ecosystem safe from other systems as it is a life for other ecosystems.